It was a solemn and moving funeral mass for Pope Francis in Vatican City with hundreds of thousands on hand. Church leaders now begin preparations for the conclave to elect the next pope. Connor Hansen is live from St. Peter's Square for us. Connor.
John, hours after the funeral, you can still see a huge crowd here in St. Peter's Square behind me. Early this morning, people waited for hours, in some cases even camping out on the sides of the street, all just to be a part of this historic funeral. All in all, around 250,000 people were gathered here in St. Peter's Square. There were another 150,000 people along the procession route, along with members of the clergy. Dozens of world leaders and royals had front row seats, including President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump. Former President Joe Biden also made the trip as a private citizen. Before his death, Pope Francis requested a more simple funeral than past popes, lying in a modest wooden casket. It still left a lasting effect on people visiting from all over the world.
It was greatly emotional. It was a crescendo of emotions, especially when they lifted the coffin at the end. It was an occasion that I hope won't happen again, so it was very, very touching.
Pope Francis's coffin was brought to his final resting place in a procession past Rome's landmarks like the Forum and the Colosseum. St. Mary Major Basilica was a special place to the late pontiff. He often visited to pray to a shrine of the Virgin Mary. Francis is the first pope to be buried there in more than 350 years.
Yes, there is sadness, but during this Jubilee year, he has prepared us to be hopeful. He left us with his word of hope, so we bring in the faith in the resurrection of Jesus.
Now there will be 9 days of mourning before the conclave will likely begin. Cardinals from around the world are already gathered and will soon be tasked with selecting a new Holy Father. And there will be another Mass here at the Vatican tomorrow to mourn Pope Francis. It'll be celebrated by Cardinal Pietro Parolin. He's the Vatican's Secretary of State and seen by many as a frontrunner to be the next Pope. John.
Connor Hansen reporting from the Vatican. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.